Hi, I'm Jessica Sabatini.
And I'm Catherine Phillips, and we're with the Center for Integrated Transformation, which is dedicated to the creation of a new world through the inner transformation of individuals, businesses, and communities.
And this is part 9 of our series on stepping into flow. And today we are talking about getting comfortable with the unknown. So a lot of people are in a situation where they're in a job, it's stable, they're using their skills, it's familiar, but there's a part of them that has this grand vision of something else, something calling to them that they want to create. And they say, well, when I can discover the strategy and the plan of exactly how I'm going to get there, then I will take action on it. And then once that is all completely known and spelled out, then I can commit to this vision. And oftentimes, that's not at all the way things kind of become revealed to us. And there's a lot of power in saying, I have this grand vision. It is calling to me, and I don't know exactly how I'm going to get there, but I have this impulse that this is my first step. And I don't know what's the step that it's going to lead to after that. I don't know exactly how it's going to evolve. But if I take this first step, I'm moving in that direction. And then I can see how things, stepping into that flow and trusting my intuition, I can begin to find my way there. But what happens is the rational mind is very uncomfortable with the unknown. What? There's no plan. You can't tell me how A plus B is going to equal C. I have anxiety. I'm not on board with this. And so we have to do some things to help our rational mind become more comfortable with stepping into the unknown.
And there are lots of tools for helping to quiet the poor anxious mind. And the anxious mind means well. But, things like meditation, the food that you eat can really impact how agitated your mind gets. And also just this process of strengthening your trust in your intuitive powers. So the more that you trust them and see the results of that, the easier it will be to tell the mind, it's okay, we've got this. Because it's really this process of stepping into the unknown is this process of really surrendering to this trust that you do in fact know what the next step is. Your rational mind might not know, but there's a part of you that knows what you need to do, and you just need to get quiet enough so that you can hear that part of you, and brave enough so that you can trust that part of you. And do what that part of you is telling you need to do next.
So getting comfortable with the unknown isn't kind of like just sitting with a bunch of friends and let's just be open and have and free. It is also about, okay, I am going to take this action even though I don't know what it's exactly going to lead to or exactly how it is. So it is actually an active thing to step into it.
It's a surrender that requires a great deal of strength and fortitude is the paradox of this. It is not just a total flaccid, radical openness. It is a finding your strong core within yourself and standing within that strength and that fortitude, that deep strength and deep fortitude, and surrendering all of the surface level noise so that you can really live from that deep place within yourself.
A lot of people have some resistance and some struggle with this because knowing, being able to tell somebody, I'm going to do this, which is going to do this, and on paper it doesn't look fabulous. I have figured it out, and now I have permission, and now I feel worthy of going after this big vision. And so the idea of not knowing sometimes gets mixed up with our sense of worth and our sense of I'm allowed to do this. I'm only allowed to do it if I can articulate with my rational mind exactly how it's going to happen. And we're being called to embrace in a different strength, and that inner core strength, and to surrender and to build that trust, which is actually also opens things up to having things happen much faster, much fuller, much more satisfying, in this way of surrender and trust. Because when you step away from this very linear plan and you kind of open to finding your way, you're also inviting other people's ideas and energies to join you and help you. You're inviting life force and all that is to kind of help you and join you, the energy of the earth to kind of help you and join you. So often some stronger, more powerful actions and path becomes revealed when you step into this surrender and trust and become more familiar with the unknown.
Because it's really, you might have this vision and your rational mind might say it's going to take me 10 years to get from here to there, because rationally I have all of these things. I have to fundraise, I have to find property, I have to find people, I have to do all of these things to get from here to there. And you might have this intuitive insight to contact this random person who you don't know anything about. And you listen to that intuitive sense to contact that random person, and that random person has all of these pieces already in place and a really similar vision to the vision that you have, and now you are connected and you just not 10 years off your project by listening to your intuition and contacting this other person, and now you can work together.
And sometimes that's even frightening when everything happens really fast and amazing. And so we go like, whoa, wait a second. It wasn't this long process. I don't know how you did
it really ready to be there.
Was it? And so that's why this idea of getting comfortable with the unknown is so powerful. And in all of our retreats and all of our kind of coaching programs, we do work where we take people through processes where they explore the unknown, where they really begin to practice it and to begin to feel it in their body and become more comfortable, build that trust, because it is a new skill, and it's a very powerful one, and it really can take you to that big, beautiful vision that we hope that you get to manifest and bring to this world. So if you do want to hear about more of our programs, our services, please check out our website, www.centerforintegratedtransformation.com.
And remember, change is not only possible, it's already happening within yourself and in the world.